Interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
March 54.
4th down. Cousins into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Here's Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder, 78 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead. Point after here coming up. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Throwing is Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. To throw is Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. A second down throw for Cousins. Stepping up, he'll try and run. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll run with Cook. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage and that's it. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Second down and goal. Cousins. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs. As the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bailey got the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Throwing, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
12 yards there, first down Vikings. First down, here's the run with Cook. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
57's Mike 57.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Steps away to his left. And the Vikings are in for the touchdown. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Bailey, and the lead is now 21-14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. On the catch, it's Crowder. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Throwing again is Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it with Bell. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Bell. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Darnold now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Danielle Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 4th down, Darnold. There goes a deep ball. Ends up. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a run with Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Jordan Jenkins there on the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Cousins on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. Or you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Anthony Barr. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Back to throw, Darnold. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
55. Check, 55. Mike. 3 buzz. 3 seconds.
Darnold. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Demaryius Thomas. 39 yards. As they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They run again on first down. Cook. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Check 31. Check 31.
Gun.
Who's that? Who's that? Is that you? Is that you?
Listen to me.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. From the gun, here's Cousins. This is Johnson, he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Cousins now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Cook. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now Cousins. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
To throw, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
You ain't doing nothing today. My 55.
Now it's Darnold. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A gain of 32 that time. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Safety's creeping. 36. Motion.
Back to throw. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Focus, defense, focus.
One last throw now for Darnold. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone. And that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that. But flip it over. Making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So